Hello everyone, and welcome back to Automotive History through Diecast. Today I come with a heavy heart on this video. I'm making this video more for me. If many people don't watch it, that is okay with me. The title is not clickbait. I just lost a good friend yesterday. He was a friend of mine through Hot Wheels. Once a month we'd get together at our local show, hang out, sit and talk for 3-4 hours, have lunch, buy cars. He was a big Porsche guy. But I think this hobby made his life harder. I mean, yes, he enjoyed his cars, but he didn't display any of them. That I know of, maybe a couple customs. He had a lot of his stuff in storage, and would buy an excessive amount. You know, I would get an extra one of something like these, and he would buy it right away and ask if I had any more. He always collected like 10 of each RLC Porsche, and which is great, you know, you have it in your hand, but sometimes I wonder if this hobby makes us forget about the important things. And the best way I can show you what I mean is, you all know I like Porsche or Grand Nationals, and I wanted to get this Grand National. It was high in my list, so I bid on one on eBay, and I was like, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna win that. So I found one on Facebook, and I bid on that, and I'm like, you know, someone's probably gonna outbid me. So I found one to buy on Marketplace, so I bought it, and then I won both bids. So now I have 3 of these. I don't need 3 of these. I could probably get my money back, but this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. They have gotten us where we are so obsessed with having it before everyone else, or I don't know what we're even trying to do sometimes. I know we're trying to enjoy them, but it's kind of gotten out of hand of like who has them first. You know, if you look, that's the only time they're worth the most money now, is if you can get it before everyone else, and people have to have it. I know there's other YouTubers talking about this, and I try not to be a political channel, but this one really hit home. So for my buddy Greg, I am going to show off my Porsches and kind of remember him. Great guy, he was always looking out for me. Anytime I needed Grand National stuff, he would do his best to, when he was hunting, he would, you know, grab it for me if he saw it. It sounds like Greg didn't have much family, so he would spend, when he wasn't working, he would spend all day, drive up to, outside of Chicago, he would drive up in Indiana, hit a bunch of cars, you know, places there, and work his way back home. So he was known for, at least in his younger years, full days, full weekend days of hunting. And that's great, but, you know, could he have spent that time better? I don't know. I'm lucky I have a family, wife and kids, but there are times I feel bad. I feel bad like I've spent too much money, or, you know, I mean, obviously I'm not going to let my kids go without presents or food, but, you know, maybe if I hadn't spent so much on Hot Wheels, there's things we could have done around the house, or, I don't know. I just am in a kind of sad mood right now, so I'm trying to put myself in a better mood by looking at these Porsches and remembering him. I believe this is a Pop Race. No, Tamiya. RWB, just beautiful, gray and gold, wide body. But I have, because of him, I collect a lot of Porsches. I want to say that's a CM model. I'm not sure. It doesn't roll, but it's chrome. And then I have a chrome blue one also. And again, it doesn't roll, but it looks beautiful. I'm okay with them not rolling. They just sit on my shelf. But I do come down and look at them, and I do enjoy them. I do enjoy making customs. I've made Greg probably 10 different custom Porsches. Anything I made, he would buy for me. Here's a really nice racing version. That's also a Tamika. Here's one of the few, this is a rough version of this Carrera, one of the few of the Carrera I have. I have been researching Ferdinand Porsche, and I have been putting a pretty cool episode together. A little hint, a little sneak peek. The original Porsche name, he did not make a Porsche. It's kind of a weird way, but they saw him as a friend to Hitler, because Hitler was having a competition to build the most cost-effective universal car for the people, and Porsche put his bid in. He was a designer, and he won, and he was the one who created Volkswagen. Well, after that, when the war was over, they put him in prison for being in cahoots with Hitler. And he pretty much got real sick and died in prison. It was his son, Percy Porsche, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, who was smart enough to go and request trademark rights from Volkswagen to show his dad had designed that. And he had all the blueprints and all that. So they started getting royalties from the Volkswagen Bugs, which were selling like crazy. So he took that money to build the factory. And from what I saw, the first Porsche that was made was 75% Volkswagen Bug. He just modified a lot, to change the shape. And if you look at it, it looks like a longer Bug. But it's funny because his dad's life goal was to build cars for the people, affordable cars, and now they are known for very exotic, high-end supercars. So it's just funny how father and son can be completely different. Even though the father raised the son, you just grow up with different beliefs and feelings. So if it wasn't for his father's hard work and his vision, Porsche could have died in prison with, the Porsche name could have died in prison with him, and we would have never known it. Here's a beautiful RWB. I like my RWBs. I know there's been some controversy about he's a hack and blah blah blah, and he glues stuff together, but I was watching something and the guy was like, you have to remember, he's been doing this for a long time, and when he started on this, he was taking beat up old Porsches and making them better. It wasn't until the rich people with their brand new Porsches asked him to do it. It's not like he, bought brand new Porsches, did this, and tried to make millions off of it. So he's always stuck with what he knows. Alrighty, well, I appreciate you guys listening to me. And I'm going to make some customs for him. And my buddy's going to auction them off on the Toy House page. And that money's going to go towards his funeral. And it sounds like us Hot Wheel guys are going to have a nice wake, like a memorial for him at the show that we go to every month. Well, if you did stop by, I appreciate you listening to me. And I'll see you on the next one.